Morning, people. So we're going to jump straight in. Market opening. Market's opened, and we'll go through all of our different levels, what we're looking at, and set up for today. Because today's NFP, there's going to be a lot of volatility later on in the session. We could just range for most of today, but let's jump in and see if we can find any setups. And if not, we'll probably be sitting out. We'll do some market reviews. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, let's bang on a little bit of music. This is what we're coming here for. Friday, we've had quite an incredible week, actually. A week that we started on the left foot, in my opinion. So Friday, we did a recap. We talked about all of the different things that happened during that week session. And it was a tough week because we started really well, or I started really well, and gave a lot of the profits back. That was around about 8% back to the market. And now this week, because of the market conditions, I've been able to get that back and some. So it has been pretty incredible. We're going to talk about some of those different moves right now. So what's been really going on? We had this move in the middle of the week to set up. The idea was for it to come and hit this. I think we got to understand with gold, it really, if you really want to trade gold, you really have to have your stops in the right place. Ideally, stops need to be, you can't be greedy with it. Stops need to be in the right place. And only when you've had a really good confirmation of price pushing up, that's when I'd move stops. Very difficult if you're pulling in stops and price gets a little bit choppy. Searches for orders. Oh, that's what I need. Nice coffee in the morning. And that's it. S&P, let's jump onto, just looks what the S&P does, just pushing up. We'll see what happens on NFP today. Dixie, again, so what were we looking at yesterday with the Dixie? So around about here was where we were in the CHF trade. Now, we were still weak on the Dixie, but the the Swissy trade actually played out. And we'll go through that in a minute as well. Got that lovely trade. So that lovely trade, really top stuff, to be fair. I think the reasons why these are good trades is just because they're just so easy to catch. These ones are easy to catch. Selling at the top of the EMAs, buying when they're underneath the EMAs. So it's good just to leave these on the charts as well. So you can look back. I haven't traded pound for a while. I haven't traded pound for a minute. We look like we've got quite a clear break off this range. We've taken out the low. We still have the high. It's quite an interesting area to be. We're pushing down right now on the market open. We've had the low of yesterday taken out, and we're approaching a level of support. Let's have a look at what the 5 hours doing. Yeah, so just swept all of these, all of these lows. Let's see what it wants to do. With a trend line here, maybe. This is a big maybe. That we just play around this area. And then we go to take out these highs, and then eventually this high. Don't know. We've got NFP here, so non-farm payrolls. Could be quite big. Okay, so this was the move that we had yesterday. No, it's not. This is the move that we had yesterday. And I tell you what, the patterns on USD CHF the last week have just been absolutely fantastic. We had this trade, it was a big earner. That trade, and this small little one here. Super nice. So that was also a nice one. But before we could get into the trade, it came out, it would have taken out the lows, and then it would have been, you'd have probably got taken out with this stop. It would have hit, but it would depend on your broker. It would depend on your broker what's going on, if you would have got stopped out or not on that one. Euro New Zealand. What is that doing? What are you doing? I think we're going to get a push up on that. A push down, sorry. I feel like we're going to get pushed down there. Quite interesting. Bitcoin. Yeah. See, the thing is, I'm not saying we had a dead cat bounce, but it looks like we had a dead cat bounce. Look at that. It's quite a yeah, doesn't look good. Looks like it wants to come down to retest lower, to be honest. ETH's holding relatively well. And Bitcoin obviously is just stuck on the monthly open. So, what are we looking at today? Probably nothing. A couple of things we can actually just talk about. We've done a couple of reviews for the trading week, but we can go over them again and understand the patterns of the reasons why we got into these trades, why they were so nice. So first of all, if we look at this again on the 5 minutes, quite hard. Let's get rid of all these levels. Okay. So first of all, when we're looking with identifying price, once you see a kind of curvature in price, that should kind of wouldn't say scream out to us, but it can kind of give a telltale that the momentum's actually quite dying. Once an EMA is broken, normally it tends to go to the next EMA in line. Now, if we're looking on the 15-minute, it was just the cleanest on the 15-minute. We broke the EMA. All the trade was come back in to these areas. You would have ate a little bit of drawdown, and then after about an hour, we would have gone into profit. But as soon as it broke here, this was kind of a fake break because it didn't break any of these candles. If you have a look really carefully, you can't really call that. You know? Yeah, you can't really call that a proper break. I was just finding orders. So come down, found orders here, here, and here. And then held up above this level. Here, this is a full break. Even this candle is a full break. Now, even with that candle there, it would have still been a hit, but you'd have been in nice profits and then it would have come back. So that's the thing with moving stops and things, especially with the way I trade. You shouldn't really move stops. It should be a set and forget. But again, it can happen. So yeah, you have the break-in underneath, retracement, and a continuation straight to the 200 EMA. So the same thing happened here. This one's a little bit cleaner. So you have, we can have a look at this trend line, break of the trend line. All it is that. Super clean. My stop is probably too far in anyway. It should be like that. That would have been the trade. That was a good trade. That set us up very nicely. So have a look at some of the euro trades. So with this one, same thing. So we had break, retest. We didn't take this because of the news that was coming out. We had unemployment in the euro. Didn't quite hit that 50, so it wouldn't have hit anywhere if we wouldn't have got in. But a couple of trades just like this, they're really, 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 really nice. Same again with this, breaking a trend line, breaking the highs, break, retest, continuation. Super clean. Super clean. And that's it, guys. To be fair, we will go up. Maybe we'll do an NFP stream. I'm not too sure yet. Depends how the market's moving. But there has been some amazing opportunities this week. We've caught some of them live. Yesterday we caught the USD CHF live. It was super nice, fast trade. So that is the weekly recap. We won't do unless we jump on for an NFP live stream. Don't think so, but we'll see. And that is it for us for the week. I hope you had a good week. Make sure you go and watch all of the videos, all of our basics in the community. And that's it. We'll see you for next trading session next week. Bye.